Before I start my speech, I must ask some of my fellow co-workers why it is important to tip. Lexi, why do you think it's important to tip?
Because servers, people that depend on tips, that's like their livelihood. They don't get paid very much. That's money they need to live.
And Justin, what's your input?
Well, kind of the same thing. A lot of people don't know that servers don't make minimum wage. We only make $2.13 an hour, and we work hard to bust our butts to get that tip. And that's pretty much all we go off of.
Alright, my speech is based on tipping. My name is Kayla and I've been in the restaurant business for at least 6 years now. I'm truly amazed at how many people actually do not know how to tip. I've noticed the majority of people that do know how to tip are usually people that have served before or people that have family members or friends that serve. A normal expected tip is usually around 20%. If we get higher than that, it's great, but if we get lower than that, it's usually an insult to us. I'm going to explain some of the reasons people should be educated on how to tip. Why do we tip? We tip based on server quality, because the servers do everything they can to accommodate the customer's needs, and the main reason is because we only get paid $2.13 an hour. We get paid $2.13 an hour to make up for the minimum wage that we don't get. Another aspect that is important is what tips are usually based on. Tips are based on the bill size and the party size. The bigger the bill, the bigger the tip. Same goes for the parties. The bigger the party, the bigger the tip. Except usually parties. It has also been proven that customer demographics is important as well. For instance, age, sex, and race. I believe that people should want to tip better just to prove the statistics wrong and prove that they are different from the rest. I'm sure the majority of customers that come in the restaurants don't usually understand the servers what they have to do throughout their shift. For instance, usually servers work late hours. They also are required to do extra duties throughout their shift, and even after their shift is through. This involves a lot of hard work and time also. Another good aspect is, for instance, closers. Closers have to stay at least an hour to an hour and a half after the store has already closed. And that's if their tables leave on time. On top of that, we only get paid $2.13 an hour to stay later. I believe that tipping should be advertised. For instance, Valpak could start putting tipping scales in their meal. Restaurants could even start putting percentages on the bottom of their receipts, or even at the bottom of their menus. Or they could even start, putting a percentage scale at right when people walk in the door, they could see it. A new idea to start advertising and make commercials for tipping, so that way more people could be educated when they come in. Hopefully that can reach out to more people, since the majority of people that do tip bad usually don't realize that they are. From my speech, I hope that y'all are able to understand why it is important to tip, and also to start educating more people that you know how to tip better. Hi Tim, why do you think it's important to tip?
As a server, you're making tips and not wages, so tip for servers.
Good point, good point. And Zach, how about you?
Well, as a server, we also tip out to the rest of the restaurant as far as bartenders, busboys, and hostesses go. So if we are not actually getting any tips, then we're actually losing money instead of making it, because we're paying for tables that don't tip us.
Exactly. Thank you so much, guys.